Correct.
Let's cast some pods in your earbuds.
Ooh.
I wonder when people listen to us. Like, there's no stat for that. I have no idea.
Like time of day wise?
Like, no, like walking the dog in the
Oh.
shower, at work on YouTube, and an earbud on the treadmill, mowing the lawn now, unless you're down south. But tell us.
I used to listen to podcasts when I mowed the lawn.
People tell us they listen in the stand a lot. I'm surprised that that's what people are doing.
Probably makes them feel better.
Like,
these guys,
maybe they think we're lucky.
We're
if I listen to these guys and I get a deer.
These guys can chew one. I can definitely get one.
That's so funny. Turns out we can. All right, let's get it. How do I get on the logo? Is it doing it? I feel like it's not. It's skipping.
It's not doing it.
Is it? I'm worried. Oh, okay. Here we go.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
I forgot to do the call-in line. Shit.
Oh, maybe you should call him.
Let me.
Is that too hard to do?
No, bear with me, folks. I'm just gonna get it done real quick. So I'll think of some things to prompt our listeners with as I run through this. No, I don't need to create an account. I have an account. I need to
prove it.
Pixar didn't happen. So it's not a good segue into ATA, but we're brought to you by Nosler, and we'll be seeing those guys now officially next week. I'm excited to catch up, see what's going on.
Is that shot?
We're doing it's that shot
already. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's going quick, man. And then we just were at ATA, and so we were able to see a lot of our partners actually, because I think a lot of them come from these trade show worlds. So like Nosler, we met at Shot. Latitude, I don't think I met them at ATA per se, but they've been going there for a long time, and it's good to see what they have going on. We saw TJ with Rack Hub. Gerber doesn't go. I don't know that they go to Shot, or I don't think they're going to Shot this year. I don't know if they have in the past, but certainly not ATA. ATA is like, it's contracted a lot and still so, and I don't know what the consumer side looked like, but seeing our partners in person and talking with them, like I talked to almost all the Latitude guys while I was there. That was really cool. Got to hang out with the Bear folks and shoot some bows there, which I was really glad that I did.
We'll talk about that too.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Cool. So
Latitude, I had all sorts of packs and
I was like, there's so much going on that I really needed someone to break it down for me, because I feel like I'm so stupid. I'm like, what tell me about this. And I'm not a gear guy, so it's funny because a lot of people are asking this question of like, Eric, what do you think of all the stuff? I was like,
it's a lot of stuff.
I've seen zero of it. I don't really know. I'm not a gear guy. I'm here for the people and the relationships. So that's
you're a man of the people, my friend. You are a man of the people.
But then I'm like, I am here. I probably should do something with the gear. Okay, I think we're connected. Let me just connect to the mixer, and we'll be all set. I'll stop Jack John here. Is that what that? That's not what that saying is.
Jack John?
Jack
John?
Dude, my brain is
I like that.
Pretzel up right now.
What would the kids say? It's opposite day.
This is deja vu. Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
This is the
Wrong button.
Okayest Hunter podcast. Never pass on shooter bucks.
Yeah, that's good.
That hit real nice.
It's been a minute.
This is Okayest Hunter.
All right, we already said we're brought to you by Nosler, but please go ahead and check those guys out. Go to nosler.com. Make sure you tell them that you're 18. Even if you're not, don't do that. If you are, you should do that. I get in trouble here. They have, I think, the Varmint. I talked about this last week. I want to go buy a 22. I want to go out with my kids. I want to do some stuff. So, I'm like, we just have to not be sick. So I can go make these things happen. I'm so tired of being. This is what I call it cabin fever. You just get stuck inside.
Yeah, and then it's like a perpetual.
Dude.
One, then the other, and then you get the new one.
We went for a walk, and Dane had a full-blown coughing attack, asthma attack, meltdown, croup, whatever the hell it is he has, and
all of it.
Dad, I can't breathe. I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna kill my kid. I will. And went like 2 blocks, and the kid's dying. Like, this is nuts.
Sorry.
So, got to get through that, and then we can go do some fun stuff, and hopefully buy some like the Varmageddon stuff. I think would be the path to take there.
Heck yeah, dude!
I really want to go shoot some squirrels. Yeah. I don't know where this is coming from, by the way, but
we didn't
have a strong desire.
We went up to the cabin last weekend, but we did not. We didn't do any hunting. No
No?
squirrels. We did a little tiny bit of fishing, but then we just mostly played outside, which was
Which is
great. Which was
needed.
great because after Christmas and the kids have all their new toys and stuff inside,
Yeah.
it was like a little bit harder to get them outside. So going
That's a
up to
good
the
point.
cabin was excellent,
That's a
and
good
just
point.
getting kids outside and playing and playing
Yeah.
and playing.
Yeah. Didn't Rennell write a book like outside
Kids are outside.
from an inside world?
Yeah,
or-
something like that.
I don't know what it's called. I should read it. But I've heard good things. I should write a book
You
about
should.
what not to do in the woods. I'm not talking about law. I'm just talking about
In general.
yeah. Chapter 1: Don't pee into the wind.
Still
You
working
think
on
that you would learn this lesson because it's a known statement, but let me tell you,
it. Just feels so good.
yeah, if you want to get a breeze in there. Yeah, actually, when you do, I do pee out of my stand. I don't care that usually because I have a small bladder and I'm just like I'm going like I'm gonna have less success holding this in than I am just letting it out. So I get really not methodical, but I get very into physics about where that stream is gonna go in relation to what I'm gonna touch on the way down.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I don't want
smart.
to be walking into my own piss stream and grabbing things.
Somehow that pee lands where all your gears are gonna go down.
Because
Your
I've
bow,
made
you
you
set
ask
your
me how I
gloves
learned that.
Oh, okay. a little damp gear.
Why didn't I think of that? This is
Oh.
disgusting. Oh well,
Hmm.
wipe it off.
I'm always playing the game of how do I make this pee as quiet as possible. So if I can find like a branch, then like, ooh, hit the physics of it and like get it to arc down the branch.
It can be loud
Like,
sometimes.
And then
the
I'll like
stream.
give myself that was a quiet piss.
But I kind of like sticking it to the man a little bit. Like, you know what? I'm gonna
Sky
make a
dump?
ruckus, and you're gonna come here anyway. So I'm still gonna kill you. Like
Ooh,
I'm a little bold.
the confidence. Well,
It's a little bit of arrogance, actually. Yeah, a little bit of fuck
Ego
you.
unchecked.
Yeah, right. When it's the ego against the buck, I'm kind of like, you know what? You're not actually that freaking. So I'm gonna piss where I want.
And then a spike comes by and spots us, and then we're like, no,
Okay, well, I was wrong.
back to the bottom of the
Yeah,
barrel, my
right.
friends.
I do this to myself. Yeah, so no, ATA, I think as a show, maybe that's just where it lives now. It doesn't seem to have the energy and the vibe as when I had first gone there.
No pizzazz.
Yeah, I like shot there. You could put a jar in the air, close it, and you captured something. There's something in the air there. And I'm not just talking about Vegas. There's an energy,
Probably
there's
a
a
lot.
vibe, there's a something. And ATA just didn't seem like it had that still, and compared to the first couple of years of going there. I mean, I remember going there the first year and posted up at the bar at the hotel that was like connected or whatever. And dude just packed wall to wall to wall. And I sit next to someone. He's like, I'm so excited to be here. We're working on this. I'm like, who are you with? He's like, here's a card. And by the time I like walked out of the bar to even get to my hotel room, I had like 6 business cards. Everyone's just like freaking out excited. I was like, this is not a thing anymore. I'm like, and if it is, I don't know where that's at. I don't know.
When
So,
do you think it changed? 5 years ago?
I think COVID probably had a pretty big put a dent in that, of course.
I mean, that's tough to bounce back from.
But I think we didn't pay as much as we paid last year to get through the door. I think that's a step in the right direction. Bringing consumers in feels like a bit of a Hail Mary, but like it also pissed off, I think, the dealers where they're like, or the rep groups or the manufacturers, where it's like, if you sell at the show, then we're not going to place an order, which there's like a Facebook group that was existing around that narrative, which I thought is like, dude, just give it the times, man. Like, what do you think their website's doing? Selling 24/7 all the time. Right now it's selling. Like, what are you doing? Why are you screwing people over? Like, they need to get theirs too. So they're afraid. I just think that defensive posturing is not the best
Not helpful.
way. I also would love to see some of the major archery brands come back to it. Like, I think at the core of it, we should support this industry we care about.
How many big bow manufacturers were there? Bear was obviously
That's
there.
it. I think it's Bear. I don't remember if there might be one other one. Was it Elite or PSE or one of those two? I don't know the names. I don't care. But there's like not really any. Like Bear's like the main one.
At the archery.
The
Trade show.
archery trade show. Right. It used to be everybody. So
Yeah.
and I'm probably wrong, guys. So like someone's gonna jump in and feel free to correct me. It's fine. My ego's not gonna be bruised. I'm telling you I don't know because I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. But the vibe was not energetic.
Still a
It
little
wasn't a sizzle,
lackluster.
yeah. But it was cool. I did to see I got to hang out with Skylar Bradley, which is cool because we've had him on our show.
He's got some energy.
He's
at
got
least.
lots of
He's got some
such a
energy.
good dude. He's so like ready and willing to just be awesome.
Yeah, and
Like
dude-
he's just there for it. He's like, "What's up, man? Yeah, how's it going?" He's just so cool.
and he's still pumping out content that's like funny and relevant constantly.
He's
I
so
see him
happy
all
to
the
just
time.
put that energy into the space,
Heck
which
yeah.
good
need
for
that.
him.
We
Yeah,
need
we
this.
do. And then I saw Scott Evans. He's Bo Boy or Bo Talk.
I
You seen
saw a
him?
picture of you guys together.
He's the mouth on that guy. I have the thoughts. By the time they get here, they just kind of like trip out. He doesn't have that problem. He's like, well, it's actually a problem because there's certain things I wish I could put back in because I can't control it, and it just
Too smooth of an operator.
like he was trying out that really weird futuristic looking bow, and he's like, this thing has a gender crisis right in front of the dude that it's his product. It's like, maybe don't say that, but also like that's why we like him because he just
What's
says
in
it.
here comes right out here.
Like, that's pretty great.
That one was the buzz of the ATA from what I like picked up
It's
on.
the weirdest thing. Like,
Because it was
yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
It was the Cybertruck of bows, right? Like
That's
it
what
was
we
a
heard.
weird looking thing.
It was from Avatar. Latitude though, so they launched 2 new packs, the Praxis and the Flyer. The Praxis, and this is also like, don't hold me to anything I say here, but we do have a YouTube video of it that I didn't speak on other than some questions. My question to Jake when he had done the video to kind of preempt him was like, look, I'm not asking you to break the specs down of this thing. I don't care about that. Some people do, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot of those content creators coming through here to do that thing. I just want you to answer like, why is this relevant, or what matters about this to the everyday whitetail hunter? Like, what should we even care about?
That's fair.
And so he went through it kind of from that lens and less about the specifications. By and large, it's not that different than any other frame pack, other than the frame itself is like this really cool material, like carbon fiber compressed, blah, blah, blah. Again, this is where I like glaze over. What stood out to me is the profile of that pack is below the neck.
Hmm.
So it's just a smaller
Yeah, it's whitetail
presentation.
specific,
So you
really.
the idea being like you're going through thick red brush, you're busting through buckthorn, you got this shit on your back. You should be able to fit through things and not feel like a turtle. And it accomplishes that with a little bit more support and weight. And the fact that it's a frame pack, the way that I thought it was cool for I'm trying to think about how would I use this? Currently, I put my platform in the pack, which has been working. And I prefer to do it that way because I want the metal concealed so it's not hitting on branches and stuff.
Smart.
I don't want that audio carrying through
Mm-hmm.
because I'll hit it like it's going to happen.
It'll happen.
I know some people put it to that like on the outside of the pack and then put the little flap over
Yep.
it and then the sticks on the outside. It's going to be exposed in a way that I personally am going to fuck up. The platform or the frame pack, you can put that platform in between the frame and the pack and it covers it quite a bit more. Then you have your pack. And then you have a whole bunch of tie-down stuff on the out where you can put your sticks. Plus, you have the straps hanging from the bottom for like I usually put I will roll my flannel up or my jacket, or
Outer
bibs,
layers. Yeah.
and so it's not taking up all that space on the inside. And I was like, well, this gives me more opportunity to put stuff on the inside of the pack. But as you're packing out, if you're ever going to pack out a whitetail, which I've never done, which I've been very curious about, never had a need here in Wisconsin.
Well, yeah, and state to state, it's different
Yeah.
of what you need to take out. Like in Wisconsin, everything that you would drag out, you have to take out when you pack out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you got to take everything. So to pack out, yes, it's easier than dragging, but still, it's like not as optimal as it could be in some states where you can like bone out everything,
Yeah, you can't
throw it in your
right.
pack, and go. Which is one of the reasons I've never really.
And that's how
got
they
it here.
displayed it. They had like the haunch, the
Yeah.
shoulder, just kind of frame to pack and then other stuff. So I was like, if you were going to pack out, this is kind of unique. It's far more capable than the Ranger series. So overall cool. Then moving over to the Flyer, this is not their words, it's mine, but it felt like someone just took a backpack and flipped it inside out and then said like, why even have a backpack at all? I was like, wow, that's brilliant. Like, so you
An anti-backpack.
put a frame on your backpack and then it's all MOLLE webbing where the frame is. So you can configure a few different pouches and things of that nature
And
however you
straps.
want. And so you might get to the point of a full pack, but in a very compartmentalized way. So that was the thinking there was like, this could be the configurations are, I don't want to say they're endless, but there's so many that like would make my brain hurt. And I would probably struggle with that. Some guys would probably get really nerdy about that and love to keep
Yeah, the gear freak guys.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking Brian Douglas. Like he's looking at that and oh my god, I can do this, and that all works.
Yeah, so that was kind of like my thinking of if you're going to do. I've done hunts where like I've gone out for 2 hours because I just want to go right now, and so maybe I just need this one tiny pack to not be holding me back. Maybe I'm not even going to bring my platform, and I'm just going to hunt off the top of the sticks
Mhm.
because I don't even have time to set everything up. So that pack seemed really good for like a grab and go scenario where you're probably not an all day sit, or probably if you're not going super deep, or you want to get into something really tight, or you want to set up fast. It seemed like you bring your core stuff. Now, some of the hunts I've done with my cousin, where we're not bringing shit.
Yeah.
Like it was my bow and a knife, and that was and a grunt tube. Like that made it feel more like one of those style hunts where you're just bringing the bare necessities and doing that whole thing. So it's very lightweight, not holding you back, letting you get into it and get out of it quickly. So that's kind of neat. Like there's nothing else like it. There's not.
No.
I don't know of any. I mean, not that I'm aware of. There's no other frame pack that's just molly webbing for you to configure however you want with pouches made for it.
No, I think like the tethered stuff, they've got like some minimalist little like saddle, like your platform holders that has like molly on the outside. You can add
Like a
stuff too.
satchel
So
or
it's
something.
it, that's nice. But having that kind of just like a pack frame, and I'm glad that they did that with the Praxis to make like a little whitetail pack frame because I bought I think it was like an Eddie Bauer. It was called like a carry-all. And it's like a real lightweight, super simple pack frame. And then it has just like a huge sleeve that clips on the bottom, goes up to the top, and then it has like 2 other just fabric sleeves. Each of them have like 3 buckles. So you can just strap whatever you want to it. And when I bought it, I was like, still carrying the big Lone Wolf Alpha tree stand. I'm
sure.
like, oh, I can just throw my tree stand on here, whatever I want, pack my gear, clip it all together. And then like, it's a really nice frame pack. So it's got like the load lifters, the shoulder adjustments. It's got the waistband. I'm like, oh, this will be awesome. It was nice, but it was also big and then a big stand. And eventually I just stopped using it, but works awesome for moose sheds.
Oh,
carrying
those
moose
things are
sheds.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So that's
heavy.
what I use it for now is
That
moose
makes
sheds.
sense.
And if I ever want to do any like rucking, you can throw like
Toss like a sandbag or
big
something.
heavy shed in there and carry it around.
Jeez. I'm trying to think. I feel like I missed some stuff on the Praxis. It had some, like they called it the dog bone strap. So rather than like the plastic clips that would hold something on, it's
Yeah.
like this little dog bone looking thing that goes in the middle of 2 metal straps. So you just pull it tight like that. So it's a little bit more rugged or more like capable.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought there's a lot that they had thought about there. If I'm being candid, they had something I don't think I did like, and I think you can remove them maybe. So I'm not entirely sure. It's not a lot of time to go over the stuff, but they had those rubberized straps kind of built in. I forget what those ones are called.
Almost like the Titan strap ones that have like
Yes.
the little buckle,
Yes.
like a belt almost.
I just think that could wear down and break over time pretty easily.
Everyone I've ever used has broken.
Like I just don't think that they're really rugged. So I was kind of like, can you take these off, or like could I use something different? That was just me personally.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably would value those things, but I just wonder about their durability over time.
No.
Because if it's attached and it breaks, and you just get this, just gonna go get the scissors and cut it.
Yeah.
Like I probably would just do that out of the
Bye-bye.
gate. But
Bye-bye.
there's a lot of guys that are getting into this stuff where like it's probably like buying the truck that's got the lift, the pre-lift, and the pre-packaged stuff. Where like if you don't really know what you're getting into, like it's probably really nice. If you're a guy that knows how to do that shit and it's not a big deal for you, like you're probably gonna hate it.
Too many options.
Yeah, some people like to tinker themselves and do that. So I think it's gonna scratch most people's backs in that. Like I think you're gonna cover a wide base there for the most part. And anyone that's unhappy, it's kind of like, well, you're probably the kind of person that's gonna be unhappy with most things. So go do what you're gonna do anyways. like
True.
figure it out then. That's what you're gonna do.
Did they also acquire a new stick style from another
They
company?
did, yeah.
Kind of
yeah.
cool because people really
It's
seem
the
to
second
like
company
those.
they've acquired. So
Yeah,
they're-
the jokes are going around that, well, maybe Latitude should just buy those guys too. Make it better, make it work.
you know, it's funny.
I've heard that twice today.
In a previous life, when I was learning about business and marketing and all this and that, I hadn't at that time known or considered that it's called M&A activity in the business world, mergers and acquisitions. It's like a growth strategy. You could market and keep acquiring customers and keep doing that whole thing, or you could just go buy another company
That already has
and then you just
customers
get those
and
ones.
products.
And there's defensive posturing with that. There's offensive moves you can make. Like that's a business growth strategy, and it's one that's actually kind of difficult because now you're talking about culture, ERP, CRM, like the tools that run the business, their accounting software, the people, like there's a lot of integration that has to happen there, and that stuff can get pretty hairy, messy if you don't know what you're doing. And even if you do, so it seems like the companies they're rolling with have been really just really solid fits, and not like it seems like it's going smooth. But I'm sure on the back end, there's a lot of work that goes into that.
I would imagine.
But to be in a position to be able to acquire a company, you have to have really strong financials. Like you have to be cash flowing really well. You have to have probably no debt or very little debt that you're carrying. So to put yourself in a position to acquire someone says a lot about the quality and health of the business, and good on them for that
good
being
sign.
a growth method that they're applying. I don't mean to speak for them. I'm not there. I don't know all of the ins and outs of it, but we've thought about it here.
Just a casual
Can
observation.
Can we buy that? Like we've been offered, some people we've been offered to buy 3 different businesses, and none
to
of them
buy the OK Center.
No, someone has people
to
have
sell
pitched
theirs.
us
Oh.
like, do you want to buy ours? And we thought about it. And we got the price tag. We're like, we'd just be buying all your inventory, and like then what? Then we have to sell through it. Like I guess we would get your customer list, but okay. Well, is that what we want to spend our money on? No, we don't have that much.
Still working on those
Yeah.
details.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. You got to be in a really strong position to be able to even do that. It's very interesting. I don't know where are all our people at, man. I don't see usually we got comments. I see people are watching, but typically by now we got a comment section that's rolling. So I'm just surprised. Then we got the phone line live, no calls. So just want to make sure everything's working here. Someone throw us a comment I think we are live. I think YouTube's telling us we're live. I see the stuff all going, but anywho. I think the topic that I put was staying hunt ready, and that was from Bryce that had commented on the live video. I did want to take a second to talk about that and share that I put a post out the other day of wanting more
very exciting.
in-person studio guests in person. I didn't expect or anticipate the response that we got. I'm not saying it's like viral, but it was. I probably have 25 DMs I have to reply to that I haven't gotten back to, so I don't want to piss anyone off.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot. I was not anticipating that or expecting that. So thank you. That's freaking incredible. And hopefully we can get to everybody. And we only do 1 episode a week. I don't have any ability to do more than that for the most part. Though I'm happy to figure some things out if it makes sense. And if someone's in town a certain day, like we'll figure it. We usually try to flex if we can. But that's pretty neat. Stay tuned. Because it's in person, I think hopefully they'll be spread out enough based on like people's travel plans and stuff. I would feel guilty for someone to make this their primary reason and purpose for coming to Wisconsin. Like,
well, it's going to
please
happen.
do something else.
It's going to happen. We'll talk about it after, but we had, it was with Harnessed Adrenaline, but my buddy Nick that I had met down in Texas on the hog hunt, who does all the Colorado shed hunting and stuff that we talked to, he wants to drive out here in
the
March.
number of people, I was like,
he wants to drive out from Colorado. He's like, not a
that
big deal.
makes me
he
nervous.
works remotely. He's like, it's not a big deal. I can work from anywhere. I'll come
Doesn't that
hang
make
out.
you nervous? Like, this is not a special. Wait till they see what's really going on here. Like, I don't know if people think this is. But,
I don't think they'll be surprised.
oh my gosh. Brad at Hunting. Hey, what do I have to do to get on the podcast? Well, no, I was kidding. Nothing too crazy. I honestly, it was more like, hey, if you think there's a good fit or you got a good story or alignment with what we're doing, like I'm not going to gatekeep everybody, but I have had podcasts in the past where like we brought someone on because I didn't want to say no, and I was like, ooh, that was hard, that was brutal. So I do want our listeners to get value out of it. So I think if you've listened to our show or you see our socials enough, you probably get an idea of what it is we do here and how we do it and how we carry ourselves. So I'm open to people that might have counterpoints to that, to have a good healthy debate. I'm not trying to get into a fist fight over opinions, but like I'm always open to expanding my horizons and hearing thoughts. I love a good story. I don't want to do like an hour-long product commercial, and I don't think we got a lot of brands that were like, I want to come talk about my thing. We do have that. We have brands that pay us for that though, so like be mindful. And if you did that could certainly be part of the conversation, but I wouldn't say that's going to take an hour to break down your product that I've never heard of or care about like yet.
Burn.
Yeah. And maybe I will care about it and I will hear about it, but just, that's it. Am I missing any tactics? That's fun. Like,
Yeah, if you're
You know?
doing finding success, doing something a
Mhm.
little outside the norm, we'd love to hear that. Or just a good old fashioned brought somebody into hunting. Let's
Yeah,
hear
deer
about it.
camp,
How it
whatever.
went.
Like
Yeah.
we had someone reach out from a local radio station, and she was like, "I can't believe I'm doing this. I never thought I'd be pitching myself to be on a hunting podcast because I don't come from this world at all." And she's like a known figure locally, and I thought that was kind of interesting. But she had a whole slew of things that would make a lot of sense to fit with how we go about talking about things. So I was like, "Dude, yeah, this makes total sense." Like, like, pitch me, I guess, and I'm sure if it'll make some sense. Like, but make my life a little bit easier if I'm being selfish and try to like give me an angle here that
Heck yeah.
makes my life a little easier. Because I'm not kidding. There's probably like 30 messages. I know I said 25, but there's like 20 in one bucket. Instagram like categorizes like primary, general, and requests. I have not seen all of them yet, but there's a lot in primary. And then that's not even including Facebook, which I haven't even checked yet. But I know that I've gotten a lot of notifications that there's pings with it, plus all the comments. So like there's, I think, 240 comments on the damn thing, not including the DMs. It's going to be a minute for me to find time to work through that and get back to everybody.
If you have ever hunted in Wisconsin or want to, we're going to have you on the podcast.
Yeah. And the other big thing too, just if I'm on my little soapbox, is I have this belief. There's a guy locally here, Jamar Jones, who wrote a book, Change Your Circle, Change Your Life, which is really cool, and he's done really well with it. He got to hang out with who's that guy? There's a show, The Prophet.
I don't know that one.
I can't think of his name. He's a really big business mogul. It's like a show on like Discovery or something like that, or it's kind of like almost always follows Shark Tank.
Tony Robbins?
Probably the next one.
Sorry.
But the thesis that he has, I like, but I'm putting a different spin on it. But I believe in creating your own circle. And so when we were starting all this back in the Where to Hunt days, I was like, one of my goals I think I had written down was like, I want to get Steve Rinell on the podcast. And somewhere along the way, I just like, who freaking cares? I mean, that I wouldn't say no, like it'd be fine, but I'm not chasing that. I'm not after the celebrity. I'm not after the sensation. I'm not after the controversy. I'm just here to create my own circle of people. And let's just build that. Like,
Hell yeah.
I'm not saying we become the next Meteor, but we can have our own version of that happening right here, and they can do what they do and we can do what we do. But I want to be having fun with it. So I think when we had our like little YouTube viewing party here and everyone showed up, there's like 20 some odd people. I know you couldn't make it because you're dragging out some deer, but that's our circle. Like we
Hell
have
yeah,
people,
yeah.
and I know that extends out into the digital realm clearly because of all the response we got. But that's what I'm interested in. So like, if you want to come and hang out with us and help create a circle that is just like uniquely ours, let's do that. That's kind of
the point of it
what
all.
we're after. Yeah. Yeah. Someone said call the number. You could call the number. It will bring you on right now. That could be pitch me. Call the number and pitch me if you want to be on the podcast. I feel like that's a really arrogant thing to say. Like, I'll pee in the wind on this one. Let's go, guys. You'd have to be listening earlier to get that right now. Topically, staying hunt ready was the thing I put on here. We don't have to stay on that necessarily, but
I think it's a great starting point, even though we've already started 20 minutes ago. But I think it's a good starting point for us to jump in. And I think we already hit on it a little bit with your ATA stuff. So
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking like bow, gear, like what are some things that you personally are going to look to adjust or change or modify or try differently next year that maybe didn't work last year or you're looking to upgrade? What are you thinking?
I think I got, if I were to go back, I don't know, like 5 years, I was running the Greg's lone, was it the Lone Wolf Alpha?
Yep.
Or the big
The
stand
Yep.
with the sticks that were meant to be a system with that, which I
Yep.
could never get to stack right.
That was that video of you trying to put them together because those were kind of a
It's real life.
well, they had like a little hole, right?
if you
And then
couldn't
you had
find
to
it.
like put that freaking bolt with the tiny little nut on it into that hole, and yeah,
That's so good. Dude, so anyway, like those years of hunting for me, I was basically I had already given up on climbing trees to hunt deer, and then Greg came along and gave me those. You got to be in a tree. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go down that path anymore. Like that was really frustrating because I didn't have a system. I had a satchel of climbing things and a big aluminum stand. I remember going with, I think it was Connor Wakefield back in the day when he was rolling with like as whitetail drifter, and I went with him on a hunt in the driftless, and he was like cringing at my setup. He's like, this is gonna make so much noise. You don't understand what we're trying to do here. Like, we're getting right outside of the buck bedding. He's like, what do we? And it was like hollow aluminum without any
The stand
silencer.
was-
It's
oh,
just a
yeah.
big giant rectangle, and the straps were just tied on.
One little
Ting.
whip of a branch and bing.
Pretty much, dude. Yeah, it was. And then I did have those little sticks, the ones that alternated that.
Like 3 steps.
Yeah, which
Yep.
were amazing when I got them because it was quite the upgrade from what I had had. I
Oh,
was like,
hell
wow, 3
yeah.
of these, look at where I'm at. This is incredible. And they were easy to set up. Stacking them was my own nightmare every time. I was always loud with this stuff. Like, I didn't understand how critical sound was. I didn't even understand buck bedding or pushing in or getting close. None of this registered for me yet at this point. I was just like, you set up where you set up. And so
Try
something
to
might
be
show up. I don't know.
quiet-ish.
Yeah, I was never able to be quiet. So I always figured every hunt was screwed anyways.
It's a confidence booster.
So to answer your question, I've already leveled up in such a way because of, honestly, Latitude, and this could be done with other companies too, but like, we've entered a realm of mobile hunting that I think has made it really easy to be quite effective. So the industry has lowered the barrier of what it takes to be a lot better, because if a dumbass like me can be quiet and nimble and quick and efficient and have systems, like, shit, man, the real killers, no wonder they're getting it done so often, because like, I don't want to say it's easier, but it's kind of easier.
Well, the gear definitely makes it easier.
Yeah.
And when you figure
Look
out
at
a
this
system,
Carbon Series speed sticks. Done. Done.
they're
Like,
amazing.
it's okay. Well, first of all, they're also light. I'm not clunking around. They're easy to take off the pack. They're easy to toss on a tree to climb. This is all easy stuff. So am I going to change my gear a whole bunch? Probably not. Like, I don't have a lot of reason to change too much. I am interested in the Praxis because I think platform pack sticks would feel a little better than I don't have to unzip my pack and rip something out and then I got shit
Mhm.
falling out. Like, I think there's going to be some additional efficiencies. Bow, we'll see if I upgrade or not. I think the one I shot at ATA made me feel like, ooh, this one's nice.
You like that? It was a nice
And I
little
don't even-
test drive.
But I don't like doing that because I don't like changing my shit. It's a pain in the ass. I got to go recite it, and but it's probably all for the best. So
Think of it as an opportunity when you go recite in and retune, that every time you do that, you're going to learn more about the process.
a good point.
And just ask questions, and like you're going to get better than just, well, I've been using this one for 10 years, not really sure how it all works, but it's working.
that's
Like,
kind of how I feel. Like,
which
it's
is
not, you
okay,
know.
but like, yeah, it's good to know what
So-
you're doing a little bit.
So I might do that, and then that would bring arrows into question. I'm still really tempted to go with a expandable.
What
um,
did you shoot last year?
This past season, I used the Contact Archery broadheads,
Yeah,
which
the
was
one
formerly Method.
method.
And that's what killed this deer here. That one was an iron will, and I never recovered it. That was a femoral artery hit when I didn't stop him. The one I got last year was a femoral artery hit because I didn't stop him.
And that sucker bled like crazy.
Yeah, so I think that shot with
That's
something
a 2-blade, right?
is a
Cut on contact? Or is that a 3-blade?
2-blade with bleeders. So
Okay.
it's got 4 points of contact, if you think of it that way.
Mhm.
Right? Like, and then this one was my most lethal shot I've ever put on a deer with Method at the time, which is the same setup I used this past season.
So it's worked pretty
That's
well.
worked. The one that didn't was a different brand. And that was 2 seasons ago, and that was just single bevel with no bleeder, and I never got blood trail, and I don't think that deer died. I mean, that's subjective. I think we could, I don't know how far you could track that
Yeah.
damn thing, if at all, because there's no blood trail. So who knows? He made it pretty far.
Well, I think speaking for yourself, Greg, and myself,
Mhm.
I think we've all kind of come to the conclusion that the single bevel 2-blade heads are dynamite for penetration. They're sleek, they're great, but we've all had issues with blood on the 2 blades. The doe Greg shot when I was with him, he absolutely heart shot that thing, and there was barely a drip of blood. Luckily, we stumbled on her walking out, but there was barely any blood.
Oh wow, that was
And
a single. That was a
2-blade.
2-blade single.
Yeah, I
bevel.
think that might have been like an iron will
Mhm.
or something ish like that.
It's not to say it's not sharp, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
people
it
say
did the
dead
job.
deer. What do you want? Do you want a dead deer? Do you want a blood trail? Like,
I want both.
I want both. Like, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Damn it. I want a fucking blood trail so I can find the dead deer, because a dead deer without a blood trail is going to be a coyote's dinner. Like, what are you going to do? Or you're paying $300 or $500, whatever the cost is going to be for a drone,
And then
whether
you're
or
gonna
not
have
that's even
everybody
possible
making
to do.
fun of me for getting a drone.
Yeah. Well, my wife's like, "You're really going to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to pay for the peace of mind. I could have got a dog. That would have been an all-night endeavor. That was going to end up in nothing."
Yeah.
So,
So you're mulling over a potential expandable broadhead switch up?
yeah, I was talking to the Schwacker guys at ATA. I know.
Oh
them.
yeah.
And I didn't know that they had single blades and like fixed blades. I mean, I didn't know that they had a fixed blade line.
I had no clue.
I didn't even realize that.
'Cause
But they have the Schwacker, the main one is. I don't know. I think you're shooting Mega Meat. This is a whole different like conversation. I
Yeah.
just think whatever gives you the best confidence and the best results for your shooting style. But I've not had an issue with accuracy with my fixed blades. It's never been a problem.
Well, that's
I'm
good.
always the problem.
That's
in
good.
panic mode. Like I'm the fucking problem.
That happens to most of us. That happens to most of us. I've been shooting the Grim Reaper, the 3-blade Grim Reapers,
Grim Reaper.
and
Okay.
those have done phenomenally for
Someone
me.
just said Grim Reaper expandables 10 out of 10. Ant Masterson just said that.
Could not agree more. And they make a whole bunch of different ones, and they all look a little bit different. And I opt for, I think it's their narrowest expandable. I think it's like an 1 3/8 or something like that. But they make like a 2-inch cut. They might even make like a 2.5-inch whitetail extreme or something. But the whole idea is I still want penetration, but I want 3 holes. So I use the narrowest one so that if I do encounter a shoulder blade or something like that, I've got better chance of making it through at least. The wider your cutting
But you
diameter.
have a collar on your bows? What's your FOC? Are you concerned about any of
I've
that at all?
got-
Like, you're not
I've-
shooting some light ass thing, right?
No, I kind of went to the middle. When I was shooting the method stuff, it was pretty
Those can
heavy.
be pretty heavy.
I'm pretty much in the middle now. I'm like 5,
I'm
probably a little over 500
I'm
grains.
probably right about 500 grains.
And I'm shooting a pretty stiff arrow. I got some weight up front,
Okay.
not
So
a
what's your
ton.
spine? Like 300?
and then I'm shooting like 75 pounds.
Okay. 75's a good chunk. And my shoulder, I feel like had a little bit of the tinge when I had that physical therapy situation. I was like, is it 'cause I shot that bow? Oh, I got to get back to the
You
gym.
just did an
Yeah.
ATA.
Yeah, I know. And then it was the next morning. I was like, oh, is that what that's from?
Oh, gosh,
I
I
just
hope-
assumed I slept funny. I didn't even
Could've been.
consider I shot a bow. Like, that's how stupid I am. The learning curve with hunting makes you go from novice to fanatic. There's so much to learn in the dude. Seriously, it's
Just a
just
little
like
bit.
it's like when you walk up a flight of stairs. Sometimes you can take 4 steps at a time, and then you get really tired. Then you got to go back to 1 step at a time. 'Cause you can't do that to your legs forever. Yes, a lot of different broadhead types being mentioned in the comments. I just think that that's par for the course. You can get so many opinions. I'm not concerned about the opinions. I'm more concerned with like, is it going to work? I know there's that tracker, dog tracking app from
Oh,
Shane
yeah.
Simpson. He was collecting some broadhead data and like the blood trailing with all the dogs. So something that's kind of helpful. I imagine that's good to see. And I think he had some similar finding in the data that the fixed were less likely to produce a deer they could track, if I recall.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
I don't remember.
If someone knows, let me know. You can comment live if you're listening live, or if you're listening in podcast land. If you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, when it comes out on YouTube, you can comment on Spotify and YouTube. Apple can't. I don't know. It's not a thing over there. But that could be informative to a decision. But
Absolutely.
just shoot some stuff. Ask your I bet you the archery shop guys know too. If I were to go to like Whale Tails, they'd probably have some opinions, and I would respect theirs.
Oh yeah, they do.
But they also are going to sell. Like, most consumers are coming to this stuff with their decision made because they've watched 20 hours of YouTube videos on it already.
That is the easiest way to
Like
get all that.
Hunting
kind of
public shooting
information.
dead pigs. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
I don't know. Is that going to be the de facto? I've never shot a dead pig 1,000 times with a freaking arrow.
If
Like
you
that.
ever have about 200 hours to do nothing with, they're just search,
Right.
just search broadhead tests on YouTube because there's a lot of different ones.
Yeah. The one thing when we were working with Method before they had closed up shop, and Isaac's someone I still talk to on a regular basis, he had said, I think he walked himself back from the heavy stuff too.
Mhm.
And was like, the one thing that we should all be striving for, regardless of what you pick for spine, arrow, collar, broadhead, is shot placement. Do everything you can to improve your shot placement, because if you put the arrow where it's supposed to go, it shouldn't matter what you have on there. It should if you get the heart, it should die.
Yeah.
But then of course there's the plan B kind of mentality. If shit goes weird.
Shit
which
always
happens.
goes weird, but there's things you can do. And as far as the hunt ready topic, like you mentioned it before, is like
15-yard, 10-yard
just-
basement shots.
just doing somewhat regular shooting throughout the off season. I mean, we're in the dead of winter right now. Is it imperative that you shoot right now? Probably not. But if there's nothing else to do and flinging 5 or 10 arrows a day is, I mean, it's not going to hurt you. That's for damn sure. And then as we get into spring and summer, like Matt and I shot that league last summer, and man, shooting that league as a build up to the fall season, I felt so confident going into season
That's
that
nice.
like, man, I've just flung a ton of arrows over summer. I was feeling good.
That's good. Yeah,
So
joining
that's
a league would
huge.
be really. There's a lot of indoor leagues. That's how Greg and I started meeting up.
Oh yeah,
Like I had.
you guys shoot league together?
I subbed in a couple of times.
Cool.
The first time was quite comical. Him and Jeff Genke were shooting a league at Whaletails.
Well, and that's like a different, like Jeff is like, and his son are like big time competitive shooters. So like walking into like your first
I
league night
rolled
is
up
stressful
with my
enough.
hunt bow, and I didn't have any arrows at all, so I bought them on the spot. I was like, I never shot this before. I'm just gonna... Did fine.
Nice.
I wasn't even trying to be cocky. I was just kind of like, I think people were like, this guy doesn't give a shit. And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? And so that was the Twizzlers is what they ended up getting called, because they didn't have any weight up front. So they're just fishtailing out of my bow. You could see them like skating through the sky.
I remember we shot a hunting league, so it was all hunt bows and stuff. But a bunch of the guys who really took it seriously would switch out arrows. So I'm shooting my little micro diameter, and they've got ones that are about 5 times bigger than mine, because the fatter the arrow, the more lines you're going to cut. So like they're
funny.
shooting these freaking, they look like, I don't know. They
Those
look
big
like
straws, you get the bar.
those jumbo candy canes or something. Like they were just gigantic. But hey, the more arrows released, the better mental shape you are come season.
Interesting. There is a caller. We'll bring him in. I think it's Noah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let me bring him in here. Make sure we can hear him. Hey, Noah, you're live on the show. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
We can hear
Yeah,
you.
we got you. Know how you doing,
Sweet.
buddy?
Hopefully everyone else can hear you as well.
Perfect. Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
Merry Happy New Year.
Yeah, thanks. How was ATA?
It was fine. I don't know. It was fine. It was good. It's like a family reunion, man. You just see for me at least, that's what I care about. To me, the industry, if I were to call it that, and I typically refer to it as a community, but the industry, it's the people. It's the people. These people change companies, they change positions, but they're still there. And it's the people that I care about. I care to hear about how are their kids doing. What's their season like? Let me see your pictures of the bucks you got. Like, let's come together and have this, I don't know, story time with the people you don't get to see but once a year maybe. So that's why I like it personally. So it was good.
Yeah, good to hear.
I just noticed a comment that came through. Noah, does Greg still use those 700 grain arrows? He might.
I know.
I think he's
Did
dropped
he
down a little
switch
bit.
it up? I think he did drop down.
Yeah.
But that one year when he was shooting those 700 grain arrows that Michael was talking about,
He shot through a deer the long
he
way.
shot through a deer the longest way possible, because I think it was
It
a
just
frontal,
happened.
but then she ducked also. So the arrow went in like right under her chin, and her neck was
Came
like
out her
straight out,
ass.
and it literally just like a shish kebab.
I was there for that one.
Well, it doesn't hurt that Greg has a long draw,
Yeah.
and probably pulling a pretty good amount of weight. Greg's a pretty strong guy, and then you're launching this freaking meat missile.
We know he's strong because he arm wrestled Matt.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's new. What's new in your world, man? Like, how did your land finish up for you this year? Because I know you put a lot of effort and energy into that.
Yeah, it was pretty good this year. I shot a decent doe pretty early on in the season. So I was actually able to get a lot more duck hunting in this year.
Nice.
The first deer I've shot with this new bow setup I've had too, I think I told you about last year.
Yeah.
and-
What did you get?
So I have a Hoyt RX-7.
Yeah. Did you had that at Foam
7 or
Fest,
8.
right?
Yeah, I've had that at Foam Fest.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Last year I didn't get any deer, so this was the first one. I'm shooting the nice 650 grain, high FOCs, single bevel broadhead, all the Ranch Fairy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
You're sniffing the dust.
But yeah, I mean, it worked fantastic. I shot her a little farther back than I would have normally liked, but she went down 30 yards farther in the food plot. So
Heck yeah, dude. That's a great
Yeah,
shot.
that's cool.
oh yeah, so that worked well. And then it was once again, I believe 2 weeks before gun season. I had a little, I think he turned out to be a 7-point buck. Walked out. He's a little 2-year-old, but I mean, he stopped 20 yards broadside to me.
That's amazing.
It's a dangerous place to stop.
Don't say those kind of words to me on a phone call.
Yeah, very.
What's that meme where it's
very
like the
hard to
girl's
pass that
whispering
one
something in the guy's ear? It's like, and then it just like the text on the screen. Stop 20 yards broadside. Goosebumps.
So he got the pass?
No, he got the arrow.
Oh, good. Okay,
He got the pass
great.
through. He got
The pass through.
Forget passing. He's getting the pass through.
Oh,
That's gonna be our next
God, that
phrase.
kind of opportunity. You just gotta just take that.
Did you give him the pass? Oh yeah, I
He
gave
made
him the
maybe
pass
50 yards.
through. You went 80? He went 80, you said?
So no, like 50. Like I saw him drop too. So I'm loving this new arrow setup.
If you didn't go 80, that's how you know he's not a lady. Just making shit up over
Yeah,
here.
I'd say the setup is working pretty well for you. Combined 80 yards of tracking between two deer. That's
Bonita
pretty
fish
good,
big?
Noah.
Yeah, I'd say they're trophy fish. They're
That's
pretty
working.
big. It's working for you.
It's pretty big.
That's awesome, man. So you had a good season. You got 2 deer
I
in
will
the ground.
say, though, that
Yeah.
and I will say that hearing you guys talking earlier about the dog tracker guy saying that the fixed blades don't leave much of a trail, and to be honest, I didn't really see any blood either.
Yeah, and it sounds like your shot placement was good. So I think Ranch Fairy said something like some of these blades, like, you can get them so sharp that the deer don't even realize what it had. They don't act hit. I think that happened to my dad. He was shooting the Magnus Stingers or whatever they're called. He kind of is doing that whole setup for a minute there, and like he put it right through the heart, and deer didn't freaking even no blood trail, and then but they just happened to find it. And he's like, well, I looked at it was a perfect shot. I just didn't have any blood. That happened again this past season. He shot one, no blood trail. You saw the shot he put on the deer. It's
perfect.
perfect, dead nuts. So hopefully they don't go far. Like, and you see where they go. Because if you're me, not that anyone is, but Derek can see me in my full blown panic mode. No blood. I'm like not okay.
Yeah. Well, and most people, I mean,
It's pretty.
anyone
grim.
who's released an arrow, if you don't have blood, your brain is going a lot of different directions if you haven't
Yeah.
seen it go down.
Yeah.
So no, I am curious. You shot 2 deer, close range, heavy arrow. You've got a really long draw because you're a big dude. What was the deer's reaction? Did they jump and kick right away? Did they act like they got hit? Like what did they do?
They both jumped and kicked right away, but like after just a few steps, they kind of just went back into that like spooked trot almost.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was
You know,
weird.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, they're done. I mean, you can tell it's a difference in their gait. But yeah, they, like you said, that sharpness, I'd say there's some credence to that too with how my deer acted. Just, obviously they felt something hit them, so they're going to get spooked. But then from that point on, they're just kind of, oh, that was weird, and they dropped dead.
Yeah. That first one I shot down here, the first deer I shot with the HMRs, the big heavy ones that Method used to make, and I had the iron will on it, and I shot that buck at like 14 yards and passed through double lung. He literally jumped, just like Noah just mentioned, took like 3 steps, just looked around, realized something was weird, bounded 3 times, and came to 18 yards on the other side of me, and I shot him again.
Oh my god!
And then he just fell over. So he traveled about 12 yards from being shot. He didn't even act like he got shot. Just like jumped, looked around, bounded, dead. He had no
Nuts.
idea. It was really weird.
Well, I heard I don't know if it was Iron Will broadheads, but it was like they're so sharp that they're cutting on the molecular level. So like they're cutting the blood platelets. And I think there's some sort of graphic I saw. Like, Jesus, it's blood on blood. Like, what's happening?
You're making the blood bleed.
Yeah, you're making the blood bleed. It's like I wouldn't know what happened to me either. And I cut my finger on one of those fucking things 3-4 years ago, drawn back.
Oh, I remember.
I didn't feel it in the moment, and then I was like, "Why? What's happening? This kind of hurts." And that was bad. It was bad. Yeah, I ended up going to the hospital or like the urgent care.
You had to get it taken care of.
Yeah, Jesus. Anywho, well, dude, good to hear you had a good season, man. Thanks for the update. You coming to the trade show in the Dells in March?
Yep, I have that already on the calendar.
All right, we'll have to have a Bloody Mary with you there. Maybe 2.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Later, Noah.
Yep.
Good dude. Huge dude.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
Big dude.
Yeah.
Strong dude.
Bet you he could swing an axe.
It's 36-inch raw. I don't know. I made that up.
Right. Yeah. No. So yeah, the gear stuff is. I don't know. There's not a whole lot. Like, just trying to get a little bit more efficient, more comfortable. Like,
I got a little bit of tinkering to do. I realized I got like a couple carabiners and a couple metal pieces here and there that like I don't have
taped
stealth
up.
stripped or taped.
That kind
like,
of shit matters a lot.
when I went out late season, just like 2 times, I noticed, and I was like, "Oh, why don't I have that? Like, I should have had that done." And then I got that. I actually bought it for me. The wife did. I asked for. I think it was Arsenal, Hunt Arsenal or whatever.
Okay.
You know that. I think is that what Latitude?
No,
Different company.
different brand.
But their tether that they use, they got that little like. It's not the Kong duck or they have all those weird little mechanical rope tenders.
I feel like you're speaking a different language. Right
I might be.
Kong duck tenders.
Agree.
What the?
Okay, so your tether, right, that goes around the tree.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
tether,
you use as
tether.
your
I
alignment
got that
to
part.
adjust it, right? You got like that Prusik knot.
Yes.
So they like if you watch any of the guys who do saddle hunting on like TV,
They
they've
will
got that
update.
little mechanical
Yeah.
one that you can like let.
That would
that's-
be better to
a
have.
Kong duck is one of those.
That's what it's
There's a
called.
gree. There's a different one that I don't know. But yeah, so different language for sure.
Kong duck gree.
But I got the Hunt Arsenal one. And it's not anything mechanical. They just have a little knot, and then there's like a spacer and
Okay.
a thing that holds the rope, and you can do it with one hand.
Ah.
And that has made a huge
It's a big deal
difference
because
for
otherwise
me.
you're putzing, and you
Oh my
can't
gosh.
really use 2 hands when you're doing some of this stuff. No
No.
matter, even if you want to, it
You're
doesn't
holding the
work.
stick or you're doing whatever. Like
Mhm.
so that getting that last year made a big difference in my system.
Yeah.
Which was just small,
I
but it
wouldn't-
felt huge.
You know, I haven't bought one of those yet because I don't trust myself to put it on correctly. I feel like I need someone to hold my hand. If I were to not do the Prusik knot thing and like have it just be all rope that slides it up and down for the tether.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put the metal thing into place.
Oh yeah.
I don't trust myself, so I don't even know where to go to get that kind of help. And I'm sure a YouTube video could help, but by golly, you'll watch me fuck that all up. So I haven't done it for that because I don't. What's the quote from 40-Year-Old Virgin? I don't understand the words that you're saying, so I'm going to take offense to them. I don't understand what I'm doing, so I'm going to like get angry
Yeah.
at myself. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I hear you.
Or
I
like
hear you.
Billy Madison. Is it Billy Madison? No. Happy Gilmore. No. The school one, Billy Madison, where he's like trying to learn new language. Slow down. That you didn't.
I still don't get it.
I still didn't get it. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much it. Just speaking movie quotes. That's how I communicate. So I communicate with my wife when we met online.
That's how I communicated with all my college friends for the first 5 years I knew them.
Just stepbrother quotes.
Yeah, there was no other. We didn't speak other than
We
movie
become
quotes.
best friends. Yep. Go do karate in the garage.
You
Yep.
know it.
Oh, it's so fun.
I tell you what, I am going to be doing a little bit of rucking and treadmill walking.
Okay, so I wanted to
Now-
get to you a little bit. Like, what are you doing? And I know we have some time still. So, like, what's Derek upgrading?
Might be upgrading bow just
Okay.
because I got a cool opportunity to do that. So might be upgrading the bow. I'm super happy with my arrows, super happy with the broadheads. That's all staying the same. Release is staying the same. God willing that nothing happens to it because I don't think they make that model anymore. But yeah, I'm sticking with my Carbon Speed series. I got my Lone Wolf Custom Gear 0.5 that I used less this year. I used
Hmm.
my saddle a lot more, my Latitude
Were you
saddle.
finding that you're getting into more spots more stealthily? Is that a word? Stealthily?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it just was a little bit easier packing in, and I don't know. I kind of switched over to the saddle a little bit more this year. I use the stand just to
Do you
maybe,
practice out of it anywhere?
in the backyard.
Do you have a way to do it?
I set up, and I think I did it like once a summer,
Mhm.
so not a ton. But
Do you practice on your weak side? And like,
I try when I do practice with it, I shoot everywhere I can shoot. Like I'll dedicate like an hour to doing it.
okay.
And I'll move my target every time I get down and just practice all over the place. Because weak side sucks. And this past weekend we were up by the Belos, and Bo shot a doe last weekend.
Oh,
Not this
wait,
past one, the
the one-
weekend
oh,
before.
before,
He
yeah.
shot a doe. Whatever the last weekend of archery season was.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. I don't know.
So he didn't poach it. That's good to know.
Yeah, nope, legal kill. But he shot from the weak side. It was his first kill from the saddle,
Oh, wow.
and or he was trying to shoot it from the weak side, and it ended up coming to a strong side. But he was like, that weak side felt really freaking weird because it was his first time drawing from the
Mhm.
weak side.
Yeah, your strong side. If you like, in my mind, there's how the NBA and the NHL and like have those like images where it's like, I feel like there's a saddle hunting one where you're really far away from the tree and you're
Yeah.
kind of standing at the tippy edge of your platform and your body. So there's no hip bend. You're just letting her
Yeah,
rip like
yeah.
that. I've never shot that way at a deer from the saddle. It's always been the most awkward shit you can think of. I've only ever shot at a deer the weird way in the saddle, weak side, over the bridge, who hugged up against the tree because I didn't loosen the thing. So I'm like, I actually wish I could back up more, but I feel like a dog trying to buck the leash. Like, get me, what the, I've had all the weirdest shit happen. So practice with you're not too tight to the tree. Practice from your weak side. Practice with your feet not on the tippy edge. Practice with your knee in the tree, with your knee out of the tree. Like, practice those ways because that's what will happen.
Mhm,
It
mhm.
certainly won't be this perfect thing.
No, it definitely won't be.
So those images that are like the NBA one where it's this perfect shot of the guy leaning all the way back this way, just who the fuck's ever done that?
Tons of room. I'll tell you what, I'm a short guy, in case you didn't know. So like my saddle setup,
You're like an Oompa
I'm
Loompa
way
trying to hunt.
tighter to the tree, dude. I
It's like
am.
an egg up
Dude,
there.
I dressed as Oompa Loompa for Halloween one year. Greatest costume I ever
That's
had.
amazing.
But like I'm way tighter to the tree. Like I watch this tall guys, they're leaning back.
Where do you put
They're
your?
8
Where do you?
feet from the tree. Their bow goes over like this. Bro, if the tree's here to pass my bow over, I'm like, I got no room. T-Rex
You're
arms.
fighting with it. Yeah. I found that where you put your tether, different people have different thoughts on this. Like I've seen people put it almost like waist height. I try to go for like neck height, just above my shoulder line. Sometimes I'll go higher. It depends on the comfortability I'm looking for in the tree and the lean. And sometimes I'll like really reach it up to like the half arm length past my head.
Dude, sometimes you got to get crazy. The last late season doe hunt I went on, the statewide holiday hunt, I went out one night and I needed to get in this tree. Is a little cluster of trees, some little shit tree that grew up like 4 of them. Well, I could climb up this one. It was the best opportunity for climbing up it because it had a lot of branches.
Mhm.
But like how the trees were, if I put the tether on the one that I climbed, I would be like,
Sometimes it wants to kick you off
I
the tree.
wouldn't-
It wants
yeah,
to fling you.
it was not going to work. So I had to like put my tether like around one tree and on this back tree so that it was like pulling me
the proper
the
way.
right way. Because if I would have put it here, like I would have been just like
Yes.
fighting
Then
this.
you're
the whole
fighting.
time. So I had like this
So then
weird.
what I'll do is I'll
frickin-
spin it a little bit. Like I'll spin. How am I doing?
where your rope is coming out.
Yes. Sometimes that different point of contact
Yep.
will offset the pull of the lean of the tree. The big oak tree that I hunted out of last season, which I've never done that. Well, I have done that before, but not out of a saddle. I just climbed an oak tree once a long time ago and almost thought I was going to make it happen. I was like freaking out. It's like, I'm not actually preprepared for what here comes over here.
I didn't actually think
This
something
isn't
was
gonna
going to
work.
come.
Actually, I'd seen 3 bucks get out of their beds on that hunt. I was like, they're everywhere. I was freaking out. And but I didn't even bring my platform up the tree because there's so many huge thick branches. Like I'm just gonna stand on a branch. And that was awesome because I was facing the tree, not I was like, this is amazing. I have so much room for activities.
Gymnastics.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's great. That's
You better we
badass.
have when we're 40. What's the Anchorman quote? Shouldn't have had that damn milk. Someone has said
Oh my God, Anchorman is a good one.
milk was a bad
I mean,
choice.
that's how you felt when you shot and didn't see blood. I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Oh yeah, except it was
You ate the whole wheel of cheese?
not even mad.
I'm impressed.
Anybody doing any varmint control? Yeah, we talked about at the beginning. I think we're gonna try to cross that bridge here a little bit. Probably, like, I don't know. When does that season end? When does small game season end?
I think
It
you're
just
good for a
rolls for a
while,
while, right?
Yeah, bunny, rabbit, and squirrels good to go. Coyotes,
yeah,
365.
coyotes are fun.
Oh my gosh, I was watching so Wyatt, right, who does the drone recovery down
yeah.
by us. I started watching some of his YouTube videos. They got some awesome coyote hunting videos, and man, those guys got the setups. I mean, like big tripods that you can like sit under. They got the frick AR,
We could
setups.
probably use our new
They got
blinds
the
for a coyote
scopes.
hunt.
Oh,
That'd be fun.
I
You get
was
the
like,
little
that
predator
looks-
tail and the microphone.
yeah.
Those guys bring like these cool calls out to make the dying animal
Mhm.
sound. I'm like, why don't I just get a Bluetooth speaker and hook up to my phone and type in dying mouse or rabbit or something? Like,
You could?
I'm not sure because I've not done it. Like, is there a reason that wouldn't work?
I think it would work.
Like, well, is it because the cone shape like it distributes the sound out like a certain
Oh
direction?
no,
or-
it would definitely work. Those ones are just like timed. You got like a remote. It's the same idea.
Mm.
It's the same idea.
I think we get the Nukem blind.
I haven't
We
coyote
post
hunted
against
in
the
a couple
tree.
of years.
You're supposed to. You can do it. Can't you do it at night?
Yeah.
Like I've heard a lot of guys doing it at
We used to
moonlight.
do it on full moon weekends.
could see.
We'd bring guys up to the cabin, then we'd hunt in the afternoon,
That'd
right
be a
into the
thrill
night.
ride, man. Doing it at night in full moon,
Like
like
fun.
it'd be a little bit of an eerie feeling, Like
We shot 2 in the dark.
okay,
Yeah, I got one, and my buddy Lane got one.
pretty nocturnal.
Oh yeah, they're nocturnal, so they move better at night.
Yeah.
It's actually, I found it quite hard to call in
What,
coyotes.
were
in
you guys
Wisconsin
using any
in
night
daylight.
vision stuff?
No.
Dan got some night
That's
vision
why we
stuff
went.
for Christmas. I'm almost 40. He's got some legit night vision.
They're really not that noticeable.
Stable ready. I don't know. I gotta start doing some push-ups and shit to work my way back into the gym. If I just skip that and go right to the gym, I'm gonna try to think I can do 200 pounds on the bench. I'm gonna fucking injure myself. So I gotta like
Classic.
chill out. As soon as I see some young idiot going hard, I'm like,
I can do that.
I can do that. I get super competitive really quick, and it's like, no, I'm almost 40, idiot. Your freaking shoulder blade's gonna fall off. So anyway, I gotta work my way back into it. Shooting my bow would be good. Doing it here is fine because like I don't have to worry about cleaning the basement or worrying about the kids. Like
Kids running down.
I'll like you. I'm here once a week minimum. So like I have I'll have my bow hanging up. I just haven't brought it here. So if I get a new bow, I'll get that all tuned in and I'll be shooting lots of reps here.
We can shoot here.
We put pallets up against the brick wall because that was a concern. If you hit the brick wall, like you're gonna hurt yourself or carbon's gonna shrapnel everywhere. So thanks for the comments, internet. We fix that problem.
Yeah, I got to get in shape for scouting season.
So-
Now that I'm going on all these scouting missions with all these
Yes,
folks, I
thank
got to
you. You
make
can talk
sure
about
I'm
that.
in freaking shape.
How
dude.
much can you share? You can share whatever you want, but I wasn't sure how much you felt comfortable talking
Oh
about.
yeah. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that these are going to be good videos because I'm going to kind of be in charge of them. But I mean, there's going to be some information there. We got what do we got? Brian Dombrowski,
Mhm.
Shadow Pursuits. He and I have a property picked. Neither of us have been on it. 2,000-acre property here in Wisconsin, public, that we're going to dissect and scout together and make a little video on that. And then end of January, meeting up with Tony Van Asten and walking some hill country stuff with him
Is
on
he the Marine?
public. What's that?
Is he the Marine?
Marine dude. Yep. Marine sniper.
Good luck. keeping up
Found
with
like
that guy.
100 sheds last year. Yeah. It's going to be a tough weekend because that man is in the hills constantly and I'm a flat landing swamp sucker. So we'll see how that goes. So I got to get on the treadmill. And then Pierce Nels
Okay.
from the Wisconsin Sportsman.
Yeah.
We're
Is
gonna go
Pierce Good
down-
Hunter?
What's that?
Pierce Good Hunter?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Pierce, if you're listening.
Nah,
this is not
Pierce is a good
questioning you.
hunter.
Just was
Yeah, he's
wondering.
a good hunter, eager to discover and check everything out. So he and I have been looking at properties, and we finally settled on
Okay.
one.
We could
so-
do it too, by the way.
You and I are going to do it. Matt and I got a property we're going to look at.
Okay.
Dave and I were going to do it. Bo and I are going to do it. Dave just blew his knee out last night.
What did
They
you do?
think it might be ACL again. He's already had
Oh.
both ACLs replaced.
What was he doing?
I don't know. He said it's a long story. There he is, Boonerville. That's where we're going.
Okay.
Brian, we're
I
going to
I
Boonerville.
don't. Is that what it's called?
It's what it's going to be
joke,
called
right?
after
Yeah,
this
I
video.
got it. I got it. I actually thought that was a real place for a second.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be releasing the names of any of the properties because if
Just
we
make 'em
find
up.
good stuff, I'm going to
Shooter
go hunt there.
Bucktown,
We're going to go
Boonerville,
hunt there.
Pope and Young Express. So you start making all these names up.
Wow. What movie is that? Where the girl's from? Some Winchesterton, Fieldville, Iowa. Mr. Deeds or something?
Yeah. Do it. Start making weird shit up.
Yeah, we'll make some shit up. Don't worry.
And then we got this. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't know. For some reason I just am really excited for you to start to like draw some shit because you're a freaking art teacher, dude. I feel like you with a whiteboard ought to be pretty damn good. Some topo lines, man.
Let's get topo. Let's get topographical. I'm not a singer.
We're like some really weird. We met one of the Quick Trip ambassadors does these like very deadpan music videos. There's one that I think most people probably have seen where it's like, "Fuck you birds, fuck these birds," and it's just that like the whole song. He's like, "Fuck you birds." He's got a whole bunch of them. They're very like I don't even. But if it was just like topo lines, fuck these topo lines.
Should we add some elevation to that whiteboard before I go? Let's turn 2D to 3D.
Oh, I'm so old and nerdy. Catch me riding old and nerdy. So with that, I don't think I have much else to talk about. Next week, I don't think there is an episode because I'll be in Vegas. So
You son of a bitch.
no episode next week. I fly in on Monday. I fly back home later on Wednesday. I hope I don't have to push my flight back to Thursday for some reason that I'm not aware of. Last year I moved it up. This year I figured I'd try to telegraph that, and I don't know. Anyway, no episode next week. Then somewhere between now and then, I'm going to try to respond to everybody and start to figure out who we can get in here when and what that will look like. So hopefully you're going to see a lot more faces around here that we've never heard of. I'm not, like I said, we're interested in building our own circle. So it doesn't have to be some known hunter to be on our podcast. But please don't be, try to come prepared. Be prepared. Epic Battles of History.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
could drag, maybe after Brian and I do some walking, we can drag his butt in here.
You could, by
That'd
the
be
way,
fun.
you can come in here and use this stuff with someone anytime. So like if you think that would be valuable to what you're doing and it's in route or proximity, do that.
I'm going to try to get my cousins down here for an
Dropping
episode.
pins. Yeah. Maybe we make
Sweet.
a nice dropping pin sign. That would probably look pretty cool.
Well, yeah, you gave me the keys to the castle today. It's a big
Let's
deal.
go. Let's go. He's got to walk through that other business.
Yeah, but I'm a crafty hoarder myself, so I fit right in.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. It's a lot of cool stuff, actually. Very artistic. So let us know what you have for us. I think in the beginning I mentioned add some comments into things. I probably got some fact checking that has to be done by the people that listen. And let us know where you're listening or what you're doing when you're listening, and keep it. I hope it's PG. I don't want anything
Taking
too
a
weird.
big dump.
That counts. That's PG.
It's probably top 90%.
Probably. All right. I don't have anything else. So